Yo, so what's up, man? You see my baldness? That just, you know, I did that. I did that because to notify me that it's like a new chapter in my life. Because I want to focus. I want to focus to like my goals. I don't want to like shift away like like I just want to be tunnel vision, you know? Because me having that long hair, I'm not gonna lie, obviously, it took a lot of time to get ready and all. Like, the, my main thing was like when it was getting dry and stuff, and it's like it was such a like hassle, you know. And I'm just like, and it was also like hot outside, kind of, you know. Actually, it was still kind of hot, so I was like, like I also had this thought where like I just want to go like buzz cut, you know, like just go monk mode, you know, because I just want to like chase after my goals, man, because I'm realizing, man, like working this PSW job it's hard, but that's not the reason is. It's because I just hate that in the healthcare system, in the healthcare field, like anyone that works in the healthcare field, like the doctors, like all the nurses, the occupational therapists, or even like a surgeon, they're more like hopefully they actually help people, like even paramedics. But like I'm saying, like when people say like they're sick, like, oh, I'm depressed, I need medication, like, or like those fucking guys, like we're actually doing more damage than good. Actually, not even like the relatively healthy people, but I'm talking about like, cause I went to the hospital. I worked in a hospital on Sunday, and the thing is that, so I worked at a hospital, right? And I did expect it was gonna be like working in a long-term care facility, like it was gonna be like a prison and all, and basically it's what exactly like I expected, and so this is another company, because I also work in a company where I do home care. I prefer doing home care because I can actually like help the client one on one, and obviously if I get paid less, but well, fuck, I didn't even get like my paycheck from other hospital job, but it doesn't matter. But it's like I get paid. I mean, well, no, I get paid. I get paid more in the hospital, but I'm not really helping the like client. I'm just like, giving a sponge bath, not actual bath, but like cleaning them in their bed, basically, like using wipes and shit like that, and like changing their pampers and shit. But like, the thing is, right? Technically, we're not even helping them because they're not recovering. We're just literally just coping with their problems. We're not like actually like recovering them. We're actually making the problem even worse because we're putting drugs on them and like just chemical shit, like this like puree like oatmeal, like puree, like I can't even say it. Puree. It's like puree shit, like for it's like for people who are like who can't, like, I guess chew or like can't swallow properly or some shit. I think it's like the chewing part, and then it's so disgusting, bro. It's like it looks nasty, bro. Like, bro, I'm getting fucking trauma just like thinking about that, bro. And like even though my shift was like 7:30 in the morning to like 3:30 p.m., like it kind of felt long. I'm not gonna lie, it did kind of felt long, you know. And the thing is like I don't know, like it kind of put like perspective on mine. I'm just like I don't know, like it put perspective in my mind. I'm just like, man, I want more freedom in my life, man. Like I don't want to live like this. Like I want to like be healthy. I want to have sunlight, like go on adventures, man. Cause I'm comparing the hospital day to like the next day. So the next day it was like Sunday. No, I think it was Monday. And like I was riding my bike with my friends, and like, man, it was so fun. You know, like it reminded me of childhood because as a child, like I always like rode my bike everywhere and like it was so fun, man. Like it was so fucking fun, you know. I know I look so tired, bro. I'm really stressed out. I'm not gonna lie. I also been. I'm not gonna. I've been doing this bad habit where like I'm on my bed, lights off. It's at nighttime, like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. sometimes, and just on my phone. You know, I think it's the side effects. I would say, you know, I still have pretty good skin, you know, but you know, I still work out and shit. But anyway, what was I gonna say? I just like lost train of like the direction I was going with. See, I just explained like why like I had to go fucking buzz cut, man. Like, like cause like I'm the type of person who thinks about a lot of things, but like I'm not like focusing on like one thing, you know. Or like I'm not. I'll be honest. I've been pretty good at focusing on one like couple of things, you know. Like obviously this is not my main focus, but this is more like memory sake, more like just to look back on like my journey and shit, you know, like what the cab, you know, like how the cab grew, you know, like I can't wait for that, man. I can't wait for like when I go to the next level training and I do that program and all. It's gonna be sick, you know. It's gonna be really sick, you know. But yeah, like yeah, compare like so. Let's go back to the story. So compare like yesterday to the just working in the hospital, man. Like it's like it's a, like go on an adventure is how you supposed to live. Like finding yourself, going to like different like roller coaster of emotions, you know, and you're progressing. That's what it is. If you're not progressing, you're dying, or you're literally just killing yourself. You know, it's like you see all those people that don't really, they progress, but then they settle, like those type of people, like they kind of just like, how do you say, they just kind of like just kind of like empty, not empty, but like kind of just like, oh whatever, like, oh let's go look back in my old days, and they have like a beard and shit, like, yo back in my day, like I used to fuck all the girls, or oh back in my day, like yo you and me was a baller, or like, you know, some shit like that. And it's like those guys have peak, you know, those guys usually are like higher status in a job position. I'm not like dissing them, you know. It's like if they you know, if they're happy with their life, then cool, you know. But like at least for me, in my perspective, like I'm just like nah, man. Like my thing is like I want to like make my whole family free, you know. But also like I want to like go into music route. I want to like cause like no one in my family bloodline are like financially free, and I want to be like, I want to like do that, you know. It's just that I don't have I want to have the accountability from like business people, like about this, you know, like so it doesn't feel like I'm alone. Because for the longest time, like ever since I discovered self-improvement, I always done stuff on my own, when I should have also done it with other people. But you know, social anxiety and like, you know, those things like kind of like I had high social anxiety. I'm not gonna lie. I had social anxiety. I still have anxiety now, but my anxiety now is more how do you say it? It's more focused on like how I see my future is like I didn't even like explain that properly. But like when I mean like being focused, I'm saying like being like focusing on like if I don't like improve, if I just stop, you know, for like a decade or like for just a couple of years, like just to see how I'm gonna like be, you know, like having a lust addiction. I'll probably like fuck yeah, order prostitution, or like if I can't attract a girl that I want and she falls in love with me, or you know, have a family and like be financially free, bro, I'm gonna be like those guys who just, I'm gonna probably have an AI girlfriend and like be in a virtual reality and hating my life so much that I'll just kill myself. I honestly think that. I'm not like being dramatic, bro. Like I feel like if I don't improve myself or just surround myself with like people who also want to improve, I think at the end of the day I'll just probably kill myself, bro. Like, cause I can't live like this, bro. Like this life is so. It's not really rewarding. I'm not saying I have a bad life, but I'm saying like purpose wise, like it doesn't really like drive me. I can't like wake up and think about like, oh yes, I can't wait to change people's diapers or help them, and I'm just like, it's like I'm not helping them, bro. Like, bro, that's facts. But I'm not gonna, like PSW has really like, it was like a stepping stone. Like PSW when it comes to achieving the PSW certification, it was a stepping stone to what is it called, to get me like helping myself get out of a rut, because it was more like, when I see it, it's more like a journey with my caseworker and me about how I'm gonna get out of the rut. And then like when caseworker saw this opportunity where like I do schooling for like 6 months to get a PSW certification, uh, and basically it was free because the government will just pay for it. I don't have to pay anything back. I'm like, shit, sweet. Like I don't have to go to school and do years of doing it and do all this bullshit. I'm like, I can just do this, fucking make racks. That's what I was thinking, making racks and shit. I still had goals where like, I want to be a business person, but I didn't have the balls to like admit like I didn't have the balls to admit that I wanted that life. Like I did told my caseworker, but I got sidetracked, to be honest. But now I'm experiencing this PSW work, and I'm just like, no, I need a new chapter in my life, because if I continue like this, I'm not progressing, and if I'm not progressing, I'm not gonna be settled with not progressing, and I'll just kill myself. With a lot of people who they get to a point where like they reach their what they think their peak is, and like what they're happy with, like they'll probably just be like, oh whatever, like I'm good like this, like it's like, I don't know, like I think like, because every time I grew up, like I never really been like, I always been the guy who always got bullied, and like like, I don't know, it was weird. I never really fit in with the crowd. I always felt like I was on my own, and not really like, how do you say, I always felt like an outcast, even with my family, like, but nowadays, I'm connecting with my mom and all, but I don't know, it's been kind of, it's been a rocky road for me, like I'm not gonna lie, back in the day, like actually even now, like actually like when I look at it now, I don't um I don't regret it, but back then, as I was struggling, I was like, man, I wish I can just be like this successful and all, or like just, how do you say, just get all the girls and shit, and like just be that guy, people that like they respect and they like so I can like actually have people who like can call me up and all, and see if I'm good, and I can act like myself, but like, I don't know, now like I do have people like that, but I need people who can like push me to like the next level, man. Like next level when it comes to business wise, or like becoming a leader, because I can prosper as an employee, but I'm not gonna be fulfilled, man. I'm not gonna be fulfilled, man. I either have like a really, I see myself as, I either really have a really good life or a really horrible life. Like I don't, like I try living that balanced lifestyle, and I just hate it. I just became more depressed, Like I'm a type of guy who's very minimalistic, minimalistic. I'm a minimalistic type of guy, you know. And what I mean is like I prosper when I'm not really focusing on a lot of things. Like I don't need a lot of things to be happy. Like as long as I have my family, I have people who I can connect with and be like myself. You know, I have the healthy food that actually make my brain power go, you know, strong and, you know, make me look, you know, sexy and shit. And like I have all the things for me to be healthy. Like, you know, exercising, getting sunlight. I don't like really need materialistic stuff unless if I need it. But you know, like at least with me, it's like for me to live that happy life, like I don't need much going on. You know, like I'm a very minimalistic guy. Like I like to be alone. I'm not gonna lie. Like there are days where like, oh, I just want social connection and all. But not anymore. That used to be back then when I used to just isolate myself in this room, like 2020, 2021, 2022. Actually a little bit 2022. I still feel lonely in 2022, but 2023, that's when, like, you know, I'm progressing. I'm becoming that guy, you know. Um, but yeah, like it's crazy where I come from, like where I came from like 2020, like when actually even 2019, like just actually no, hold on, let me think. I remember like because I knew I failed because in 2019 I was in doing carpentry renovation, uh like that course in college, and I was like I didn't like, I hated it, bro. I was depressed. I hate how much work they gave you, a stupid amount, you know. I'm just like, bro, like it's crazy, you know. And I wasn't really thinking long term, like, oh, like what my life's gonna be like. I just, all I cared about is like, it's always about like the present moment, like my I always think about like my instant gratification stuff. I remember I failed it, and then I failed the program in carpentry renovation, and you know my parents didn't find out until like a couple of days later after like New Year's Eve, and oh, I'm in New Year's, and like I showed them my mark, and they're all like, "What the fuck?" Or they didn't say that, but like, they said like, "Yo," they say like, "How come you ain't told us this? Like where you gonna go with your life? You know, like what are you doing with yourself? Like what?" And then I don't know. Then, you know, my dad passed away, and then it was tough. You know, like I just stayed in my room. You know, like my mom kept yelling at me. My brother, um, it was mostly my brother, like that really fucked up my mental health. Um, yeah, I don't know, like going back to the present, like I still live with him, but I just don't like him, bro. Like I don't know. It's I always sense he's always pissed. Like he's always just like mentally just fucked. And it's like he's always just pissed. I can't even like be around him. You know. I feel like every time I'm around him, he's pissed. It's weird. Like it's like he has like alter ego or like alter like bipolar. This That's probably not the right word, but it's like he like when he's with like, you know, people that he likes, you know, and like compared to me, and like it's like two different things. It's weird, you know. Like I really don't feel safe around him. I feel if there's an option where like if he can kill me, I think he would do it. To be honest. like in a weird way, like my mom is in a way keeping this family stable. Like I'm keeping family stable, but I'm not talking to my mom. To my brother. I'm talking to my mom, and me and mom connection, like it's been pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, she's been really happy with me. You know, like I can tell she has really forgiven like my past, and I have forgiven her past action. But like with my brother is I don't know. I feel like he's just so emotional. It's like he acts so like childish and doesn't act childish, but like he acts so yeah he acts so emotional. Like he reacts to his emotion and I'm just like bro like sometimes like when I talk about like my true opinion about something like he just gets so reactive like no you don't think that. I'm just like it's like bro are you even my brother or like what are you like a prison guard or something like kind of pisses me off. Like I remember like 2021, like I used to get like high with him, even though we didn't get high every day. Like every once 3 weeks, sometimes even there's also a period where like we'll smoke like every once, uh, like a joint once a week, maybe even two, and like I'll be so high on my mind, and then like he'll be telling me about like life, like oh like what are you doing with your life and all, and I'm just there like just in a freeze motion. I'm just like just like this, bro. Like right now, I'm like reliving like my past, bro, and like I spent like a couple months in dealing with that. I came to a point where I'm just like, bro, I don't even like being high with my brother, bro. No, my thing was like I don't like being high, you know. But I'm trying to figure out like I just don't like being high with my brother, you know, because like he just like if he's sober, like he has trouble like being honest. Like I can see with his body language that he's pissed at me, but he wouldn't say why. But when he's high, it's like he's more. Obviously, I guess you're more. It's like I guess being drunk too is like people are more comfortable being themselves or loosen up. So then, for my brother, that's like his way of like being able to express himself. Like I don't want to. I actually don't want to be around him. Like I don't like him. Like I know he has helped me in the past, but I felt like he has done more damage than made me progress because like right now like I'm spending now my time like to progress in my life, you know. And I had this realization because I live a really sheltered life, but like I always thought like people were like my brother. But then when I went out, act like myself, just be more healthy, meditate, like you start to realize like people will treat you based off obviously of their experience, but mostly because like how you see yourself, you know. Because like when I tried meeting new people back then, I didn't really see myself like worthy. And if you don't subconsciously, let's just say if you're not aware, like if you don't see yourself worthy, like people will like either take advantage of you or like they would like how do you say just not be around you. They'll like kind of be like, oh, like this guy is kind of like down, and I don't know, like people just don't want to be with you, or you'll just attract like damaged people too, equally damaged people. Like you'll attract like people who like you guys deal with the problem in a similar way when it comes to like trauma and family problems. And you know, like that's like not the way, you know. You gotta like I'm realizing, you know, my brother's really been abusive. I'm not gonna lie. Like I literally have this mindset where like I don't see him being happy with me. I really don't see it. Like yeah, obviously like there's people, you know, they'll be like fake. I like to see like they're just happy, or like fake happy, just to like fit in with the group. And like let's say like I get the money and all, and like I get when I get the success, you know, like obviously people, my cousins and people who didn't were there to like actually help me progressing, they'll be like, oh, good job, Cav, you're amazing, wow. And then, you know, I call that as fake happy, because like you didn't really treat me like that when I was down, you know, like you didn't say you believe in me, but I don't think you even like me. But I'm excited for next level training, man. I'm excited that I'm so happy I'm doing boxing too, and working on the Arbor World, and just doing music, man. Like, just like I'm happy doing those three things: boxing, the Dogger World, story, and just in general, like recording. I also make beats too. Uh, but like I'm happy doing those three things. And I also, you know, have like a couple of really good friends, you know, like I also have one friend that he's also going next level training too, and I'm doing it with him. And it's like, you know, like it's amazing. My friend, he paid for it too. Not the same friend that is joining it, but it's like his brother, you know. It's like I feel like they're like my new, like, they're like my new like family to me, you know. Like I see them as like my brothers, cause like I'm not gonna lie, I did have, you know, good times with my brother, but it was mostly like we'd just be hanging out with each other, cause you know he had to take care of me, because you know I have a learning disability, so like I had to be taken care of. And um like I had to like be taken care of. I had to like um what was it for, I just blank out, I'm not gonna lie. I'm realizing that like school's also traumatizing too, because I think in my self-conscious part of my brain, like I thought I was stupid because, you know, having a learning disability, but I feel like the learning disability is bullshit, because I feel like that's just a programming thing they do on you, because, oh, since you don't listen in school, or like, you know, I'm not doing well in school, I must have a learning disability, or I can't focus on school. I was like, I started thinking about it, it's like, no, I didn't give a shit about school. I care about playing video games and having fun, bro. Like I just want to live life. I want to have an adventure, like not like just fucking sit around like what the fuck we're learning about, you know? I think subconsciously I knew that we're just basically fucking around in school, or at least for people who didn't see themselves having a future in school. You know, for the people that did have a future goal, like, oh, like I want to get into firefighting, or I want to get to engineering and shit, and like, oh, I want to go to this school for engineering. I want to do for this school for engineering. I want to go to work on this company. I work so and so hours. It's so, you know, like they had like goals, you know, like that they have, you know. But for me, like I didn't have that, you know. But like now I'm thinking of like my goals about like music and like how like I want to like push myself. Like I want to like, how do you say it? Like, cause I listen to a lot of music, like a lot of James Blake, Travis Scott. And I used to make music in high school just to escape like the hell that I lived in high school. It's not good music, but you know it's interesting. But I had so much fun doing it. Even I was so depressed and suicidal, I had fun doing it, and that's what like counts, bro. Like obviously like now like my thing is like I want to like you know obviously make this as my purpose, but I want to, what's it called, obviously like perfect my craft, you know, so there's like an audience for it and like people want to listen to it, obviously, you know. And like that's what it is, you know. But let me go back with my childhood. Like, oh, like you know, I remember like as a, you know, as a kid, like my brother, like you know, we always had fun playing Smash Bros. Even I love Smash Bros. Like, I don't really like any other games, but Smash Bros. Like, hands down the best. You know, I actually feel like I'm in the present moment. You know, it actually feels hella fun. But basically, like yeah, you know, I'll play Smash Bros. With my brother, and um, I was also very competitive in Smash, and like I would be like so pissed every time he beat me and shit, and he would get like super mad, like he'd start yelling and shit, you know. But you know, like that was, I guess that was reasonable, I guess, I don't know. But you know, it was kind of like we only hang out because we do the same activities and we're just brothers. But when it came to like getting to know each other, like it's like we actually hated each other. Like we always get into so many fights, you know, like. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We did have you know laughs and all, but you know those memories have been so suppressed in my mind because like all I can remember is like the abuse that he has done to me. I remember when he abused me. I wasn't really the bully in class because I didn't see myself high enough. But like for the people that I felt like I was higher than them, I like bullied them. Like I didn't really bully that much, but I bullied you know some people. I did a little bit of bullying, and I'm starting to realize, man, like no, that's the abuse from my brother, and my brother was abused from my mom, and like my mom was abused from her parents, and like my dad like he was like very avoidant, like he didn't really took the man role, you know. But like um you know I think I just had this video just to like rant about what I was going through. So yeah, so I'm gonna record you know whenever, because this is not my main purpose. This is more like a diary, you know. So basically like I'm probably just gonna update y'all like when after next level training, or like maybe during next level training when like I'm in my hotel maybe, or some shit like that. So yeah, later, since then we see each other, I guess, you know, later.